Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the SMU Mustangs and the Ole Miss Rebels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Ollie Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Guys, this is a real test this season for Ole Miss head coach Pete Golding. As you know, a very dramatic and emotional breakup with Lane Kiffin last year, but the players rallied around Coach Golding to make a run in the college football playoff. Now, can he sustain that? Can the players sustain? Can he build a quality program and keep Ole Miss in that playoff picture? Back to you.
Ollie, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Mustangs offense will go to work first. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is... And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And the Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Rebels offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And now we get a look at Trinidad Chambliss. And what a duel this should be. Two of the best quarterbacks in the country.
Two outstanding quarterbacks going head-to-head in this one, Dave. And both of these guys had opportunities either to go to the league or transfer in the portal. They were offered lots of money. They decided to stay at their respective schools, knowing that this matchup was going to happen. And these are two guys right now jockeying for individual awards. They're jockeying for draft position. More than that, though, they want to get to the playoff and compete for a national championship.
Two alphas, right? Like two guys that are the dudes for their squad. They know it. They've been on these teams. They're the leader of their teams. How do they handle this big-time moment? Who presses? Who tries to do too much and maybe cost their team a little? Both these guys have been great. This is a big stage.
Here comes the heat. Thanks to grab. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered.
Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll go to the counter. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Defense gave them a free one on that one. It's now 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Lacey. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Takes the handoff. It's Lacy. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Right down the middle. It's complete. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Solid pickup for 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Running inside, it's Lacy. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. Right back to him on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Haas. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. They'll run play action, using his legs to buy some time. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. To the air, it's Jennings. The sure hands, it's Pittman. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline. They've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now. They've got to find some answers.
They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
Going to the ground. Turning it on. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Blasted as he lets it go. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. 3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. On the run, it's Lacey. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. They get to him as he throws. And it's incomplete as he tried to lob it in with perfect touch.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Makes his man miss. Busts through behind his pad. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. So now it's 2nd and long.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Throws to the tight end. Got a man, it's Haas. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7.
And one thing I'm really interested to see is this Ole Miss offense post-Lane Kiffin, post-Charlie Weiss Jr., and they always find wide receivers. Palmer, it's amazing. They've had a knack for it. Was that Kiffin? Was that Weiss? Can Golden find those guys? They bring in a bunch of transfers to try to fulfill the same recipe that they've been using. Let's see how fast it will work.
The best news is Trinidad Chambliss is back.
Maybe a crease. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, like, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Right back to the well.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, if they could stop the run, it was going to be really, really hard on the offense. And I just love the tenacity they're playing with right now. This front 7 are flying around, getting to the ball carrier. This running back has had nowhere to go today.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts.
Oh, he's got some space. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. It's 1st down from the 11. He'll do it himself. Sweet cut there. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Rebels will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure.
And he's in! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
And that's the way you punctuate the long drive. Nice job being physical, getting that ground game going, and Jesse finishing with the ground game.
Yeah, really, I think that drive is really a microcosm of what they've been doing all game, right? Imposing their will by running the football. The defense knew it was coming, and they still couldn't stop it.
Here he comes with the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Fires to the right. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Working on the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pocket breaking down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. He's got him. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Number 99, set to advance on the phone.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Oregon, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Ducks with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game inside Vaught-Hemingway Stadium.
And the Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Rebels in the hurry up.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Mustangs! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. How about this? These guys are going for 2. And this will be caught as they convert the 2.
You know, teams practice two-point plays all throughout the week and all throughout the year for situations like that. You need to make it a three-point game so your opponent can only tie now with a field goal. Great job of execution.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all.
There's a crease. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On the delay, it's Lacy. And this one's not going to work out either. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's 4th down. The Rebels decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. Going to the running game. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Jennings. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Mustangs line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Got it in the middle. It's Fields.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And the Rebels want to move quickly. The play-action fake. They're working that left side. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll run it. Touchdown, Rebels! And that one will give them the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Coming out with it, it's Hale. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Pulls it in, it's Hale. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. From the gun, the ground game. Now there's still a Mustang who is unable to get up. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to it. And they're able to get him on the ground. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Tight end now in motion. Trying play action. Snagged out of the air. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Rebels will try to move the chains on 4th down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Fires downfield. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've come to the end of the period and Ole Miss is on top. Now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip and tuck affair. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Looking down the middle. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
It's nice having zone eyes on the quarterback. I tell you what, you got to lead, be smart, don't give up big plays, drop back in your zones, but watch, when the ball's thrown, you can see the guys break on the football immediately and go make a play.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him! And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And the Mustangs have their offense in high gear. Just keeps slinging it. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on across the middle on 1st down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He's lucky that was a linebacker, not great hands. It's incomplete.
As a defender, you always want the interception, you want the big play, but I love it when guys go, and you can tell they're trying to back the football down. They see it in the air. They know they can't catch it, know they can't make a play, but they make sure the receiver can as well. Nice play.
stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Gets it out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Taking it the other way. All the way back. Touchdown, Rebels.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And the extra point is good. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Unloads to the wideout. Taken in by Smith on the right side. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lost to throw again. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. On fourth down, looking to pass. Moving out to the right. He'll try to do it himself. He'll move the chains as he steps out of bounds to stop the clock, but we're also at the 2-minute timeout. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Rushes on him. He fires one deep over the middle. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, going to the air. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Now from inside the red zone. Under fire. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. The Mustangs trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can...
And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Split backs here. A run inside. It's Lindsay. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. SMU spends his 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Runs through the tackle. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Rebels. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Going to try to get it himself. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Might as well finish with a little flair. The defense comes up with a turnover, and they can take a knee if they choose from here on out.
And it's nice to play defense when you know it's a passing situation. They've got to throw the football. They don't have another option. You could tell they took advantage of that, played great D, broke on the football, and forced the INT and put 1 nail in the coffin.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to